start with John W. Davis.
Coach, can you talk us through the decision? I think I know why, but can you talk us through the decision why you just agreed for this game to end in a tie? And then also, seems like three-pointers were a very conscious effort, and you shot a lot of them. Looked pretty good.
Yeah, no. First, which I want to kind of speak to. I think it ties to the question around the overtime decision or the choice not to play overtime. We feel really, really bad for Angel McCoughtry, and we're not sure of the injury, and we obviously hope it's not serious. But that definitely, I think, factored into both teams' minds in terms of whether it's worth the risk to play in overtime, in this situation, after one team had already lost a player to injury. And, these games are an opportunity to prepare yourself for the season, but not see your season go up in smoke, trying to prove a point, in early May. So, so that's what went into the decision there. In terms of the threes, I think it's for sure going to be a big part of how we want to play. I think there are times where we're settling for them. We're still learning how to play basketball with each other. There are times that players are popping when they should be diving. Even on catches, players are shooting threes. Sometimes maybe a teammate is open on a cut, or we can make an extra pass to get a better three or more opportunity to attack the basket and get to the rim. But we're going to give our players the freedom to shoot the basketball when they're open, but they're going to have to earn that right. Everybody can't just launch it, when they're open. We're going to have to see things in practice and the stats and the shots that we will continue to track in practice to be able to have, the credit that you need to be able to shoot the ball at any time. But clearly, whether it's Jasmine Walker or, Nia Coffey showing an ability to make shots, see it knock down one, Bria's getting more comfortable behind the line. And then obviously as we get Nneka and Tolliver and Amanda, and, we're encouraging Shanae to shoot a couple as well. It'll be a big part of how we want to play.
Brady Klopp for SB Nation.
Hey, Derek. Wondering if you can just give us an update on Taya. Was that just a cramp, or is there an injury she suffered there?
Yeah, no, I don't think it'll be a long-term thing. I think, she had gotten hip checked on a few screens throughout the course of the game, and just, the sheer size of Cambage and Wilson, I think she got kneed in the side of the leg a couple of times, and then that second or third time, I think it created a kind of a Charlie horse or a real strong reaction in the fibers and the muscles, and super tight and kind of lumped up a little, but I think she'll be fine. And, thankfully we don't have a game for another 6 days, and I think she'll be good, and it won't be, hopefully, anything that keeps her out long.
Javi, H&B Media.
What's up, Coach? Can you speak to just the balance on this roster? I feel like it's not too front court heavy, too back court heavy. You have a lot of players who are interchangeable and can play on multiple positions. Can you just speak to that? And also, can you speak to how that'll help you all as the season continues?
Yeah, I mean, that was, as soon as we, turned and, pivot in free agency in terms of the direction of our team and the type of personnel that, we had the opportunity to add, that was a big focus for us. Over the last couple of seasons, we felt like we lacked in that area. We either, we had bigs and guards, but we didn't always have the versatility with those guards, bigs, forwards, to be able to match up and play, no matter who the opponent, is on a given night. And so, we have some tough decisions to make, but we feel like at least that the plan we put in place in terms of inviting these type of players to training camp and giving them a chance to show us and also I think for our team to start to connect to what it feels like to play basketball with a balanced roster at every position, that would be a fun thing to experience. So that's what we've seen so far. we'll get a chance to take a step back for Mother's Day tomorrow, and then, we'll be back at it Monday, Tuesday, and then we'll have to make some tough decisions on Wednesday. But every player here has, done everything that, she could possibly do, and will continue to do over the next couple of days. Like, it's going to be tough no matter what. And we're going to have to say no thank you to somebody that deserves to be in the WNBA, and it just may not be with us at this time.
Miriam Swanson, LA Daily News.
Hey, Derek, wanted to, Jasmine obviously made her presence felt. Thoughts on her and her big game today?
Yeah, I mean, Jasmine for sure is a real player. We, tried not to really talk too much about, at least for me personally, how strongly I felt about her abilities to be successful at this level, watching her play in college. And, she was, honestly, the sole reason why, moving up to number 7 was the play, to just have a chance. If we could get to her, that's what we wanted to do. And, she's done a good job so far. She shot the basketball incredibly well today. That's something that she can do when she wakes up in the morning and she goes to sleep at night. I think the fun part for her and for us is that she's a true worker, and she wants to improve and get better every day. There's a humility about her spirit and her work ethic, that she wants to learn. She wants to ask questions. And as her game expands offensively, which it already is pretty good. She can't just shoot threes. She can do more. But as her game expands, and then she starts to understand WNBA personnel on the defensive end, where she can start to show her size and athleticism on that side of the floor, she's going to be a special player. 9 rebounds today in 24 minutes. That's also an indicator of, she's going to help us defensively just with cleaning up the boards, but also her versatility and the different people she'll be able to guard.
Go to Megan Hines.
I was going to ask about Nia's performance as well in this game. He had a great showing on a three-point line as well. Just talk about her performance as well.
Right. You said Nia or Bria?
Yeah, Nia.
Okay. I think that, Nia shot the ball really well from 3 in Vegas last weekend. She has shot it, well in training camp, in practices and scrimmages. And I thought she knocked down a couple good ones today. But what's really great about her is that, she can do so much more. And as she continues to build her confidence shooting the ball behind the line, it actually opens up the ability to do what she can really do well, which is slashing to the rim. A couple of the offensive rebounds that she got early in this game, and I think even in the second half, she has real strong explosive ability off the floor, that we like. And she did a lot of good things today. She had a couple finishes at the basket that she wants back right now. But she's done a lot of really good things. And, we're really happy that she got this opportunity and that we were fortunate enough to add her to our training camp roster. And, again, she's done a lot of good things and, deserves a place in this league. And, we'll see if it's with us over the next few days.
Last question, we'll go back to Brady Klopfer.
Oh, I didn't have another question, Eli. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, all good. All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, questions for Nneka. We'll start with Brady.
Hey, Nneka. Wondering if you can talk a little bit about Jasmine's game. And in addition to the fact that she obviously scored a bunch of points, made a lot of threes, she just didn't really look like a rookie out there. What have you seen from her both in this game and in training camp?
I mean, we've seen just that, and not just, obviously, her skill work and capability, but the work that she puts in for that to show in the game. She absorbs everything. I will say this, she's probably the first rookie that I've come across in the last 2 or 3 years that knows who she's playing with. She watched video of KT, of Simone. She knows who she's playing with. She knows the vets, and she's just a sponge. And it's really refreshing to be able to have a young player that has the maturity and the respect for the game in a way that really shows in her individual, just what she brings individually.
Miriam?
Hey, Nneka, what did you think of this convention center environment? How was it out there without fans and the weird, I don't know, was it cool? What was it like?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's always nice being in Los Angeles. So being here is great. I think that they built out this convention center in a way that feels like it can be our home. Still a little bubbly feeling, but it's good. It's good. I think that this dress rehearsal was imperative for us. And I'm hoping that after June 3rd, I believe, we'll be able to build out some stands to have some fans, but it definitely feels more like a home atmosphere.
Ron Wallace?
How you doing today, Nneka?
Good.
So what did you guys think when Nia hit that shot and tied the ball game? And I know you guys didn't play in overtime. And that was a good reason for not playing in overtime because of the injury to a player. But players hitting shots like that, should we expect more of that this upcoming season?
Yeah, when Nia hit that shot, you know, that's a part of the game. You know, we're trying to win, even though this is a preseason game. And I respect Vegas in that too. They were trying to win as well. I think it really put us in situations that we're going to expect to see in the season. But I think it also speaks to the composition of the team that we have. You know, we have a lot of people that can make big plays, and for us to be able to experience that early on, you know, before the season starts was huge.
Time for two more. Go to John W. Davis.
How comfortable did you feel out there with your shots today? You seemed like you were able to shoot from various positions on the floor.
Yeah, I've been working a lot on expanding kind of like my range and how I get my shots. Today was like the first day that I really played live with the team, so it was really fun to be out there. And I'm happy that I'm able to kind of start to develop the chemistry with my teammates. I'm always my biggest critic, so I definitely think that I could do better, both on the defensive end and the offensive end. But it feels good to kind of, you know, feel what I've been working on, work through the game, especially as we develop team chemistry to really be a well-oiled machine.
Last question, we'll go to.
Hey, Nneka. Obviously it's early, but from this year to last year, can you just speak to Taya's progression as a floor general?
Yeah, I mean, I think you used the exact right term. You know, we're wanting her to be a floor general, you know, and she's learning a lot along the way. I think right now it's all about, I mean, she's quick, you know, and it's all about the balance of understanding not just the quickness on the court, but quick decision making and, you know, creating shots for teammates. And I see each day her getting better. And there's no one better to learn from than E-Will, KT, and of course Fish. I mean, we all were witnesses to him getting 5 rings, being a floor general in a lot of ways. And so I think she has a lot of great support. And I look forward to seeing how she matures as a point guard.
Thanks, Nneka. Jasmine Walker will be next, everyone. Jasmine Walker, who had 23 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 3-pointers made today. We'll start with Tukneen Nguyen with the LA Times.
Hi, Jasmine. So we knew you could shoot the 3 from watching you in college, but what do you hope that you've been able to show the Sparks in this organization, what you can do otherwise to compete in this league outside of just putting up stats and putting up numbers?
You know, just show them that I can do, like, you know, whatever is asked for me. I'm very versatile in my game. So whether you need me to put a guard in the post, you know, I'll work my way down there. Or if you need me to bring a big out to the 3, I'll work my way out there too. So I just really like play to my strengths.
Brady Klopper.
Jasmine, how much does a game like that affect your confidence going into the start of the season of your rookie year? Is that really help?
Oh yes, I had fun. You know, to see you know, most of my shots, most of my threes go in, like confidence through the roof. And, you know, being that it's a WNBA game, so, you know, that always feels special to me because, you know, this has always been my dream. And, you know, to be able to accomplish my dream and actually, you know, put up numbers like that, like confidence is through the roof.
Miriam?
Hey, Jasmine, congrats on a good WNBA game. Nneka was saying that you're the first rookie in a few years who's come in and like known everybody on the team, known all the vets. Why is that important to you? And do you sort of realize how appreciative those vets are that you do know who they are?
Yeah. Once I know that I was going to the Sparks, do your homework. They're your teammates. They're gonna be your teammates. These are gonna be your sisters this season. So why not, you know, come on the team and already know what they do or already know who they is as a person and stuff. So you know, I did some homework. You know, I'm looking at each player. I'm looking at clips of them in college. You know, it's just like the simple things. Like it makes them know that you engage and you know you want to learn and you know who they actually are and who you'll be playing with. So that's all that was.
Time for two more. Go to Ron Wallace.
Jasmine, welcome to the WNBA. Ron Wallace with Balling Down South here in Alabama. You got some proud fans down here. Well, good game you played today. You guys got the Dallas Wings coming in this upcoming Friday. How do you guys expect, you know, to guard the likes of Dana Evans, Chelsea Dungy, Charlie Collier and stuff like that? How are you going to prepare yourself and help your teammates prepare for that game?
I'll just keep listening to the defensive call that's called, you know, that's being called, and do what I'm supposed to do on defense that we work on in practice. And the game should go through it itself. You know, as long as you do what you're supposed to do, you always come up on top.
Last question will go to John Davis.
Hi, Jasmine. What do you feel like you and Coach T are working on when it comes to defense? What do you feel like you're learning from Coach T?
For me, I know coming out of college, you know, being out so long, I didn't have to really press up two guards while guarding them on the perimeter. But, you know, she's being real patient with me, you know, telling me, you know, when you're guarding someone, you have to get up on them. Always getting in the gaps, always being in that 2-9 position, being able to help the helper and stuff. So, I mean, it's really nothing new, of course, but, you know, she just really like cleaning up some things that, you know, I need to get better at.
Thanks, Jasmine.
Thank you.